A singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go now.
We just left the event.
So bad.
I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
No, it was actually
we think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished,
like
or
it felt like a sick joke. I was like literally thinking to myself, like, why am I like, how did I get here?
That's what I've been talking about. Look at what's going on. When you're going out to clubs, single events, there's not going to be a lot of men there. Okay? It's going to be a lot of women. All right? We were lied to. Our aunties, mamas, they lied to us. They said we had tons of time. They said we could do whatever we wanted to do, get your career and do this and that. And look what's happening. Look at these single events being all women. And it's probably not going to be the top of the pop crowd that the men are looking for. They're not looking for a lot of single, bitter women. Okay? So I want you to think about that. When you're sitting there being picky and saying what you won't do, and how you won't be submissive, and how you won't do this if they don't do this, if they're not this tall, if they don't make this amount of money, these are your options. These are your options. And this is why I do this. This is why I do this on my platform, because I'm trying to get women to understand this is what's going on. This is reality. Showing up to singles events and it being 90% women. This is what's going to go on. You get what's left. Okay?
From a practical standpoint, if a man is under 6 feet, what's the incentive to show up just to be dismissed or turned into a joke? That dynamic doesn't appeal anymore. Most men see it clearly now, and they're choosing not to participate. It's not frustration, it's awareness. When the outcome is predictable, the decision becomes easy.
Did you all see the video of the girl who went to the singles event, and she said when she got there were a lot of beautiful women. The women were drop dead. You know, the women were women as we do. And she said the vast majority of men that were there, they weren't her cup of tea. It's like not a lot of the women's cup of tea. So I'm assuming probably maybe not attractive, tall, money, you know, the things. But she said the other small pocket of men that were there, that were the women's type, they were basically acting like they were the prize. And she was like, yeah, singles events are not my thing. Now, here's my take on this. I've never been to a singles event, and I won't say I'll never go, but I will probably say I will never go, okay? The reason being, those singles events, I really feel like they're not giving what a lot of the girls expect them to give. One, more times than not, is going to be a large majority of women, because women value relationships in a way that men don't. Okay, women look at relationships and seeking companionship in a way that men don't. Not saying men don't value these things, right? I'm just saying we look at it differently. Okay, y'all get it. And before somebody gets in my comments talking about, well, my best friend's sister's baby daddy who's locked up and now out of jail, he found his baby mother at a singles event. Listen, there's always going to be an exception to every rule. Okay, there's always an exception to every rule. But that is not the rule. That is an outlier. And for me, I just can't bring myself to do it. Honestly, I just can't see myself doing the whole, all right, here you're on a date with this person for 5 minutes, and then you're on a date with the next person for 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't even know if that's how it really happens. I don't know if that's just a movie thing or if that's really how it works. How does it work? I will say, though, my friend did go to a singles event, and she said that she literally went there just so she can get comfortable talking to men. She was so introverted. She said, I wasn't going there looking for a man. I was just going there to get comfortable speaking to men. I'm like, girl, okay. I think if you're going there, one, for that, or for a plot, or really to just, you know, get into the dating world, fine. But I think if women are going there like expecting to find their husband, lower the expectations. But yeah, I think if you are actually actively looking for a partner,
at some point, the messaging got inflated. Average became exceptional overnight, and nobody questioned it. Now those expectations are meeting reality, and the gap is becoming harder to ignore. The outcome isn't surprising, it's just delayed. You can only operate in that mindset for so long before results start reflecting it.
Not me truly believing that I was being like sexy and mysterious at a singles event, only for a guy to approach me and ask, are you okay, with genuine concern. And then I panicked because I was like, something about my face must imply that I'm not okay. So I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm just looking for my roommate. So then he was like, what does your roommate look like? And then he
To be fair, not every interaction is smooth on either side. Some guys aren't great at reading the room, and their approach can come off awkward without intention. From his perspective, it might have been a genuine attempt to engage, just poorly executed. Not every misstep is malicious. Sometimes it's just a lack of social awareness, nothing more.
Seriously, I just came back home from a Melbourne singles dating event for over 30s. And man, I've got a bone to pick with some people that go to these events. Seriously. Now, firstly, I just want to make it clear, I absolutely admire the hosts and the people that run these events. I think they're great. I think it's a great, option than having single men and women rely off dating apps for starters, because it's a great place to push people out of their comfort zone. That's for the most part. And I love these events. I actually take a lot of clients to these events. I think they're great. What happened tonight? Oh my gosh, seriously. People like this should just stay at home, okay? I brought a male client of mine. He's been single for a while. He's socially anxious and he's shy. Like, he just doesn't know how to start conversations with women. So I brought him to this event thinking that it would be great, and it was at a great establishment. And we see two women that aren't occupied, and we go up and I go, cheers, guys. I'm guessing you guys know each other. And one woman was, great personality, down to earth. But the other one, oh my freaking gosh, man. The biggest 2-cent attitude I've ever seen. We were just having general chit chat for about a minute and a half. And then I just asked her, I said, hey, how are you finding your first event at this singles event? And she goes, are you serious? Do you not hear what I said? I said, sorry, what? And she goes, you clearly don't listen to people. I told you how many times I've been to these events. And I said, oh, sorry, look, it's been a long day. And she goes, no, you're just clearly not a very observational type of person. And my client looked at me and he's like,
The tone in some of these reactions says more than the situation itself. There's a level of frustration that doesn't come from nowhere. When expectations don't align with outcomes, that tension starts to show. It's less about the moment and more about the pattern behind it. And patterns tend to reveal what people don't want to say out loud.
So I went to my first singles event last night, and it's come to my attention that you guys all want to know what that event was. And it's a lot better than online dating, let me tell you. Even if it's just because you left your house and socialized and got used to conversations with people in real life, because online dating is nothing like that, and you may never even meet that person, and it's just such low effort and frustrating. So the company is called Thursdays, and they are a worldwide company. I think I found it from ChatGPT. I was like, where can a girl go dating with intention that isn't going out? I'm not trying to go out to the bar on the weekend. I'm old now, and I don't want a man that's doing that either. I'm not trying to date a partier. So that gets confusing. Unless you are set up from a friend and you hit it off, it's hard to meet people. So I will try and find the Thursdays social media and tag them, but they have events all over the world. It's not just San Diego. And they have another event in San Diego in a couple weeks. And they have one in New York soon. You can check their website to see what city you're in and check to see when their next event is. It was actually a lot of fun.
Enjoying the experience is one thing, but results are another. If the goal wasn't met, then the outcome speaks for itself. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion, but the results don't bend to it. Everyone can interpret it differently, but the pattern remains consistent. What happens afterward usually tells the real story. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.